ese chaveto, compay, olvidemos todo.
I am full on, look at me watching TLC. I am full on exposing myself today. I hate to think about it like that, but this is a long time overdue. I've been telling Randy that I want to talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, and I never do, and I kind of avoid it. But last night I was filming, like I was closing out our vlog, and I just kind of realized that it is time to talk about what's been going on, you know, with me the past year and what I've done, and maybe, you know, there's someone out there that can relate. I don't know anyone personally that's been in this position, but I know there's people out there that deal with it probably a little bit worse than I do. So I'm gonna like run, take a shower really quick, and comb my hair. I'm purposely cutting my head out of the shot because yeah. Okay guys, I'm back. I hope you can see me, because of course I decided to film once the sun set. But let's just get right into it. So today's video is about some hair loss. I'm sure you can see that I have suffered for about a year now. I do have something called alopecia areata, and basically it's like sudden unexplainable hair loss. So I guess let's kind of make this a little bit of a story time. Back in November of last year, I noticed that my the tail end of my eyebrow was missing. So I had I'm very hairy. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but like you can see it here, I'm a very hairy person. So luckily for me, I had super thick eyebrows and I would thread them all the time. So I kind of just assumed that my threading lady took too much hair off, and I noticed it randomly, because when I noticed it, it wasn't like I had just got my eyebrows done or anything like that. It just so happens I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, there's hair missing. So at that point I was like, oh whatever. I just bought some castor oil and I was like putting it on, because like I said, I'm naturally so hairy that I figured that the hair would grow back kind of immediately. And maybe around, oh no, it was Valentine's Day. I remember Randy and I had like stayed in Hoboken, and he was like, babe, like I think you may have like hair loss. And I'm like, what do you mean? At that point I was newly promoted into my role, so I was filling in my eyebrows every day, and I think because I was doing that, I was like neglecting or denying the fact that it was in fact getting worse. It wasn't like I wasn't looking in the mirror, I was. So when he said that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna set up a doctor's appointment then. And I did, and the doctor was like, oh, it looks like it could be some alopecia. We're gonna do a round of steroid injections, cortisone shots is what they're called. And I'm like, okay. I think at this point I'm still in such denial, although it's already been maybe about 5 months at that point that I've noticed about the hair loss, and I'm thinking this is gonna grow back, whatever. So I get the steroid injections and I see absolutely no improvement. And after the third one, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. It is kind of painful, and I don't like the idea of like injecting myself with something and then there's no results. So what the, like, there's no point in doing it. So at that point my doctor says, oh, there's something called Latisse that a lot of people use for eyelashes, or no, people use for their eyes, but it helps with eyelash growth and it can work really well on your eyebrows. I'm like, okay. Lo and behold, let me back up. I have really good insurance, let me just say that. So when I go to pick up this Latisse, it's $125, and that was including my insurance paid for whatever, and then I had to pay the difference for the $115. And I'm like, what are you like? Okay, I'm so eager to get my, because remember, it's like hair loss on my face, you know, so I was really insecure about it. And I don't wear makeup on a day-to-day basis. To be honest, I look like this all the time. Like I really don't wear makeup that often, so the fact that I was not filling in my eyebrows every day was just like really annoying. So I get the Latisse, I'm putting it on faithfully twice a day, whatever. It is now like maybe May or June, still nothing, absolutely nothing. And like a family friend had suggested, sorry, I use this like hair grow oil, and I use that all summer. No improvement. So and I'm gonna show pictures throughout this video just so you guys kind of see my journey. I'll show you before and kind of like where I'm at now. It's hard. I kind of just accepted it. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I'll put like, I've been putting Vaseline. I rather that helps stimulate growth. I don't know. I mean, thank God I haven't had any hair loss on my head despite the size of my forehead. Yeah, I haven't had any hair loss on my hair, you know. It just sucks because it's like I said, I'm so hairy. I spent like my entire life trying to figure out like ways to like not, you know, to like wax my legs, nair my legs, shave my legs. I used to have this like sandpaper thing to remove hair. I've tried it all, and it's crazy how now that I have like such extreme hair loss, it's on my face, you know. It's just like, it's crazy how this works out. Again, I'm really grateful that it's not on my, you know, I have all the hair on my head and whatnot, but it doesn't make it any easier. And I know I can say, oh, well, people in the world have things worse, and I get that, but that does not make it any easier for me to like go through this journey. Yeah, it's hard. Let me like move you guys back a little bit. It's just really hard not, no, like, I'm very insecure about it. Like, I'd be lying. I like, when Randy and I are editing videos, I'm like, you can see it, they can see it, and he's like, no, you can't, it's fine. I'm like, no, they can see it. So usually like this one's a little bit lighter, and then when I'm at, you know, when I go to work, like some days I'll fill it in better than other days. So the days that I'll go to the bathroom, like, oh, it's so obvious, and no one straight up said, yo, like, let's go with your eyebrow, but it's me. Like, I'm my own, like, I'm my biggest critic about it. So it is kind of a crazy journey. I'm gonna put some makeup on a little bit because I am going out, but I've been using this MAC like felt tip, and I'll link it down below, eyebrow like marker almost, and it gives really natural results. And that's actually what I had in very, very little when I opened up the video. So I don't know if anybody else out there has alopecia and you found something that works for you, let me know. I also used Rogaine for women at one point, and I stopped just because I didn't see the results, and it was just freaking me out, the amount of chemicals that are in that. And I remember my doctor was like, oh, if you're planning to like have a child in the next couple of months, you shouldn't use it. Not that I'm planning to have a kid or anything, but if it's that harmful to my body, like, I just don't want that. So I don't know. I know I can do microblading, and I've kind of gone back and forth with it. I don't know if it's something I will do. I don't, like, in the beginning my dermatologist was like, oh, don't do that, it can traumatize the hair follicles. But at this point I'm pretty certain I'm not gonna get the hair back. And to be honest, this eyebrow is now having some loss, and I'll kind of move in a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but this is not new hair growing. It's actually what was left. You know, it's just so much thicker than this one. Oh my god, this is so up close and personal. You can see my cocoa butter on my face. But yeah, so that's that. I don't know, I just felt like it was really important that I just talk about it. Like I said, I don't know anybody on a personal level that has alopecia, so if you do, just let me know. I'd love to talk to other people and see what you can do. Again, because it's on my face, it's hard. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, it gets difficult, but I'm grateful for my health, my job, my family, my friends, you know, my life. So I try to think about that when I get really down on myself. And it's like, at 25, you're not, oh, I'm not as like insecure. I know, like in high school, it's like, oh my god, like, you know, you find all these things to complain about. I'm not like that anymore. So to have this be like, you know, all I think about, kind of just, it's annoying. But yeah, on that note, I hope, you know, this helps somebody out there. You know, you're not alone. We're in this together, and I hope all of you have an incredible day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support you've given Sofrito con Chile. It's crazy to believe that we've been doing this for a little under 4 months, and it's been so fun and so exciting. And again, I thank you all.